Indication being given to the field. We are ready to rack them and stack them. 12 rows deep. We'll check that, make it 13. For the final night of NASCAR weekend at Talladega. 50 laps, 2,500 to win. And for the call, the veteran voice of NeSmith, Roby Helm, to get this A-main underway.
They roll towards the starting box. They're in it. They're on it. Green flag's out. We're racing. Riley Hickman gets the hole shot from the pole position. He'll take the lead in turn number one. But here comes Grant Garrison on the outside. Hickman will crowd him a little bit down the back straightaway. Garrison has to back out of the throttle. He'll tuck back in behind Hickman as Hickman will come down to lead lap number one. Ronnie Johnson on the inside of Cruz Skinner will nose up into the third spot with the Cruz missile dropping back into fourth position.
Down the back straightaway, they'll dive into three. Riley Hickman out in front. In second spot is still going to be the machine of Garrison. While that goes on, a whole gaggle of cars behind them mid-pack as they dive back to one. Owenby's in that mix. So is Seawright, Hedgecock, Horner also on the outside lane of the back straightaway. All fighting in the early going. We're 2 laps clean and green. 48 to the finish. The field roars out of turn 4.
And it's the 66 car. Jake Knowles in that fifth spot. John Owenby in 6th, 7th. Sam Seawright, Colton Horner in 8th. Here comes your leaders off the fourth turn as the field getting settled into single file. You got to go back to about 7th, 8th spot before you find some 2x2 racing as they are racing hard all the way back through the field.
Last night we had a caution on lap number 2. We went flag to flag for 38 laps the rest of the way to the checker where Riley Hickman won. Hickman leads the show again on Saturday night's finale. Down the back straightaway in the CVR chassis. A Club 29 of Grant Garrison. The Cruise with the Champions Rookie of the Year and the second person in the national point standings is right behind his heels. Ronnie Johnson in third. 1, 2, and 3. Cruz Skinner, Jake Knowles, all battling. And the leader again, Hickman, exits off turn 4.
Still racing back in the pack. As you can see him getting in single file order. Jake Knowles with a good steady run in that 5th spot as they work down the back straightaway. Cruz Skinner running in that 4th. There's Hickman, your race leader, as he gets close to the cars on the tail end of the lead lap. The first car he'll encounter is Danny the Dude Lasowski of that orange 1 CVR machine. There you see him in your picture. So the lapping will begin shortly, Wesley.
In less than 10 laps, 1/5 of the way through in this 50-lap event, and Riley Hickman now on the whip. He's about to now go for the 2-for-1 special, actually. Going to try to put a lap down on Hunter Carroll in the 147 and Danny the Dude Lasowski in the 1 down the back straightaway. But he still hasn't cleared him, and in the process, while trying to clear lap traffic, Grant Garrison has closed in on your leader, Hickman. Under attack, he's on the inside looking for the lead out of turn 4.
Down the front straightaway in lap traffic. Battle up front for the lead. Garrison right there. Hickman looking for a place to go as he has got Hunter Carroll in the 147. It'll be Riley Hickman coming in the middle, making it 4 wide down the front straightaway.
Going for the 2-for-1 special, 3 wide again, possibly 4 wide up the outside lane. Goes on to Parkhurst. Danny Lasowski to the inside. Riley Hickman will split him like a hot dog between the bun. Slicing the bread even. While that goes on, there's still 3 wide behind the leader, but Hickman's gone in the night in turn 1.
Grant Garrison tried to thread the needle as well, but the hole closed up before he could get through. Now Garrison stuck behind the car of Lasowski and Anna Parkhurst in the 23 as Riley Hickman now out to a half straightaway lead.
Riley Hickman has now opened up that lead by, again, a half a straightaway. The margin almost 1.7 seconds on the interval. Negotiating through lap traffic. Andy Picklesheimer's under attack. Kyle Clifton, the 14 of Smith. Riley Hickman trying to pick off 3 cars at one time with great precision and orchestrating the move out of turn 4. 3 wide in front of your leader, and they battle off the corner back to the line.
It's still a gaggle of cars in heavy lap traffic with the leaders down the back straightaway.
Riley Hickman trying to negotiate through lap cars. Kyle Clifton, Andy Picklesheimer, and the 14 of Smith all going a lap down. But the thing is this, Roby, they are not a lap down. So they're not going to just give in to the leader, Hickman. They're going to fight and claw to stay on the lead lap because they're still a lap car.
Absolutely. Hope that caution flag comes out and they can come back around and stay on the tail end of that lead lap. But while all that's going on, here comes Garrison in the 1G. He's closed in just a little bit on Hickman. He's still got 2 lap cars in front of him. He's got to get by before he can get a shot at Riley Hickman in the R1 car.
How about an announcer's worst nightmare? 1, 1, 1, 1. All right there with each other. And now we got a caution. Trouble on the front straightaway. John Owenby, Sam Seawright have wrecked on the front straightaway on the inside retaining wall. The caution will come out.
Gets set to go back to green with 19 laps in the books. Here they come. Green flags out. We're racing.
Back to the line. The field roars. Back to turn number 1 with Hickman. Got clean air in front of him. Trouble. Brad Berry gets turned around. He'll go right middle pack. He'll get collected by Smith. He'll also get collected by the other machine of Andy Pickelsheimer. A 3-car incident, and it started with Brad Berry going around. Caution flag calls out for the second time. And correction 17 is Tyler Wood.
All by himself. Grant Garrison has chosen the inside in the 1G machine as they roll into turn number 4. Hickman picks up the pace. Green flag is out. We're back to racing.
Back underway. The field roars back to turn 1 with Hickman getting the jump. Everybody 2 by 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows back. Full song to the back straightaway. Hickman leads the fray. Second, third, and fourth now contest between the 1G, Garrison, 85, Ronnie Johnson. And here comes the 66 of Jake Knowles picking for third after turn 2.
Jake Knowles gets by Cruz Skinner on the restart to move up into the 4th spot. Now looking to the inside of Ronnie Johnson as they battle off turn 4.
Back to the line. They are full song, back to power. 20 laps in now of 50. And we got racing hard all over the racetrack as it's still Hickman pulling out in front. Hickman, Garrison, Johnson, Knowles, and Skinner. Well, that goes on. They are really getting antsy on the front straightaway with Heath Carr, Kyle Clifton in that mix. And again, Riley Hickman back out in clean air. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. He leads all 4.
He's already pulled out to about an 8-car length advantage over Grant Garrison. And they put another 8-car lengths on the 3rd place car, Ronnie Johnson.
Got a caution
on the speedway.
Got a car spun sideways is what we're going to report coming off the racetrack in between turns 3 and 4. Yellow flag coming out over the speedway for the restart. Riley Hickman, Dixie double file style, ready to bring him back to green out of turn number 4. The race continues back underway here at Talladega. Wow, great battle between Grant Garrison, Ronnie Johnson, Jake Knowles, all in that mix. We got a couple of cars off the pace. Mark Heatherly in the 5 of the back straightaway in trouble. Oakley Johns as well. They'll still continue going. We'll still stay green off of turn 1.
And that'll be a break for Jake Knowles as he got by Ronnie Johnson on the restart to move up into the 3rd spot. So 2nd-generation driver Jake Knowles on the move. And the 66 car, Riley Hickman, still out front. He's already pulled out to a 5-car length advantage over Grant Garrison with Knowles in 3rd, Johnson 4th, 5th is Cruz Skinner in the 11 car.
We have just passed halfway. 25 down. 25 to go. Out in front, still Riley Hickman. Grant Garrison in 2nd. Jake Knowles sits in 3rd. As this race continues along just after the halfway mark, and we've seen an interesting performance, Roby Helm, by Riley Hickman trying to sweep the weekend here at Talladega.
Well, he could do that, and when we say sweep, set a new track record last night in qualifying, led all 40 laps to pick up the win. Tonight, he was the fast qualifier, started on the pole position, and so far he has led the first 30 laps of this event with 20 laps to go. So you can't get any better than that when you're the qualifier both nights and lead every lap in a race, but 20 laps to go, anything can happen.
30 laps in, 20 to the finish. Riley Hickman, trouble in turn number 2. 1 car up to the top of the racetrack. That's going to be Tennessee's John Owenby. It's his 2nd time having problems on the racetrack in his feature. Looks like he might have Well, I was kind of wondering the way he was wobbling if he might have cut down a tire.
By picking up the throttle, Grant Garrison right under his back bumper on the restart. Here comes Jake Knowles. He's looking on the outside, couldn't get by him. A little contact. That opened the door for Ronnie Johnson, but he can't get through in that 85 car. He'll drop back into that 4th spot.
So Riley Hickman brings it back to the front again into 1 and 2. Grant Garrison second. Jake Knowles is third. Here comes Cruz Skinner on the inside of the legend, the Flash Ronnie Johnson of the 85 Capital. Into turn 3, Cruz Skinner dives into the corner. And by the way, Roby, those drivers were second and third last night for Friday's feature here at Talladega.
And you know, as Cruz Skinner has developed as a driver, he does a lot of communicating with Ronnie Johnson, talking to him about different things with these race cars. And Ronnie Johnson has been an important tutor in the development of Cruz Skinner. So the teacher right now in front of the student, but the student, he says, hey, final exam time, here I come.
They were hanging out last night, enjoying each other's company, eating barbecue sandwiches and having a ball after the races concluded. Stayed out and camped all night. 34 laps are in, 16 to the finish. It'll be 15 to go this time by Riley Hickman. How about it?
He's opened up a big lead now for Grant Garrison. There you see Hickman, and if we can kind of look back behind him as he comes off the turn, there's Hickman, there's Garrison. Jake Knowles third in car number 66, having a good run tonight. Second generation driver out of Rome, Georgia. The son of Wade Knowles, a very familiar southeastern driver from years past. In fact, Jake Knowles this year running the same paint scheme, color scheme that his dad raced with for so many years, that familiar red and white, number 66.
Working lap 38, 12 laps to go. And how about the run for Grant Garrison? You know, this is probably his best finish of the year if he can hold on. A second place finish. Got a great run going in that Club 29 entry out of Walton, Kentucky. And he has the helps of Jason Jameson and Darrell Lanigan, big national super late model guys helping him out.
Grant Garrison, he also, like you say, has a pretty good talent pool to pick their brains with. And here they come. They're in lap traffic. Riley Hickman. And look who's closing in. Here comes Grant Garrison.
Wow. Would it be something if Grant Garrison could be able to pull an upset and make a move on the hustler, Riley Hickman? But here he comes, battered by lap traffic again. Inside goes Garrison, trying to move by Heath Carr. He's door-to-door with that lap car as they go to turn 3. We're at 40 laps in. Now check that, 41. 9 to go, 8 to go. Riley Hickman, hold on, a shootout's brewing here at Talladega.
Well, Riley Hickman played lap traffic like a Stradivarius violin last night, never missed a note. But Grant Garrison, he's in second trying to chase down the leader. But while he's trying to deal with Riley Hickman, he's also got to be concerned. Right behind him is Jake Knowles in that 66 car. So he doesn't want to get too aggressive, or he can open the door for Knowles to slip by him for second here in the closing laps as we're working lap number 45.
5 laps to go.
Mikey Donahue will be waving to the drivers this time by, showing them 5 fingers, 5 to go.
Open hand being shown to the field. 45 circuits in, 5 remaining. Grant Garrison trying to move by the lap car 23, Ivana Parkhurst, and trying to get on the whip, pull it out, lay the cards on the table in the late rally to pull an upset on the hustler. The youngster reeling in. Riley Hickman, believe it or not, as he exits off 2.
Riley Hickman has some clear racetrack in front of him. The next car he'll see is the 1 CBR of Danny Lasowski, but he is over a half a straightaway in front of the leader. So Riley Hickman with a little breathing room, he can air it out a little bit. And Grant Garrison also with clear racetrack in front of him as they'll bring it off at turn 4. Down to 2 laps to go.
2 laps remaining. The laps are going away. The laps are dwindling. Here at Talladega, out in front, it is still Grant Garrison trying to close in on Riley Hickman. White flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go. Will we pull out a broomstick and sweep it for Riley Hickman? Roby Helmy's got a half a lap left to bring it home.
2 more turns to go. Riley Hickman, clear racetrack in front of him. Checkered flag out. He'll sweep the show. Riley Hickman, your winner tonight. Fast qualifier, leads all 50 laps to go with last night's clean sweep. So Riley Hickman has proven to be the man to beat here at Talladega Short Track.